Hello, hello. How is everyone today? Thank you for joining me. Just gonna sit here a second, see who is out there. We are running live on YouTube as well as Facebook. My name is Coffee Iman. Some know me as Coffee Summers, and I'm the owner and operator of Coffee LLC, which is a media and news company. Today, I have joining me Dr. Jasmine Lee and Miss Tori Allen. They will be telling you and teaching you about how to create an online course and tap into this $350 billion industry. Welcome, ladies. How are you today?
Hello, hello,
Good,
hello.
good.
Thanks for joining me. Just to tell you a little bit about Dr. Jasmine, she is an award-winning author, speaker, and educator, and the founder of JLM Global Consulting LLC, a boutique communications firm. Tell us a little bit about how you got started, Dr. Jasmine.
So my business has evolved over time. I began in entrepreneurship in probably 2016, where I started ghostwriting and just taking my best skills and merging it into a boutique writing and editing firm. Since then, I have founded and evolved and founded JLM Global Consulting, and it is a communications and training firm where I just take all of my skills, over 20 years of education, over 20 years of professional writing, and translated that into serving business owners, professionals, as well as thought leaders and CEOs that need support in those areas. So typically I'm supporting just professionals in education, helping facilitating training. I do speech writing as well as help authors build out their author brands, if you will, and help them with developing their writing. So that's how I got started.
Ooh, thank you. That is more than enough to let us know what you do. And make sure you guys check out Miss Jasmine as well. We also have Miss Tori. She is the founder and CEO of Brainchild Associates, a full service marketing firm that has been in operation for 17 years. Tell us a little bit about how you got started, Miss Allen.
So yes, I have been with Brainchild Associates for 17 years. Juneteenth was actually my 17th year anniversary. So, God is good. We have made it, 17 years strong. I Brainchild Associates is a full service marketing communications firm. Over the years, I was always kind of positioning myself to get into the marketing field. That was my major, that was my path. And then in 2009, I decided I wanted to go into starting my own firm. I was working for a corporate agency at the time, but I was doing a lot of freelance work on the side. And we ended up getting a contract with the National Urban League to do PR for their national conference. And upon completing that particular project, it then lent itself to a multitude of other PR and marketing opportunities with a multitude of different national conferences, from the National Black MBA to the National Conference of Black Mayors. And at that point, I had made the decision to go ahead and go into this full time. And over the years, I've worked on a multitude of events, such as national conferences, as well as small business launches. We've also helped to launch hundreds of products and services over the years. We provide everything from the strategic planning and development all the way into the full execution, from the web development to the social media marketing, content development, etc. So that's kind of what we've done over the years. Within the 17 years, though, I would say maybe the last 12 years, I started working with my clients, whereas I was helping them to productize their knowledge and monetize it within the online education space. And when the pandemic hit, and online education became like a legitimate thing, it was no longer an optional thing. It became more of a necessary thing. I then decided to carve out a dedicated niche known today as Mastery Monetized, where we specifically help individuals and businesses alike productize their knowledge and then monetize off of it within the online education space. Once I decided to carve out that dedicated division, um, as God would have it, Dr. Jasmine and I would link up, and we decided to kind of join forces where we were able to create a training program as well as full service support services to help individuals as well as businesses create online courses. For a lot of people, that's their entrance into online education, but they don't necessarily know, how to take what they know in their heads and put it into a course that's valuable and a course that people want to pay for. So, so we help them kind of, go through that journey and establish their online education through courses. So, so that's what I'm looking forward to talking more about. And, answering any questions and getting some of the thoughts and feedback from everyone that's tuning in live.
Now, a lot of people may feel like online education may have been like a section or a thing of the past, and creating their own course may be difficult. Has this been easy for you two to navigate or to create a coursework in order to teach other people how to do it?
So I'll take that question. Thanks for that question, Coffee, because I spent a lot of years, helping educators or those who have information, those thought leaders who have the knowledge, they have the skills, they have the ability, and they decide that they want to be trainers or they want to be facilitators, and they want to teach people those valuable insights that they've learned and presented to the world. And so in the, I guess, corporate America, you might call it instructor training or train the trainer. But a lot of people have a lot of thought leadership, but they don't know how to communicate it in ways that are well received by those they were looking to teach or instruct. And so I would say for me, that is one of my best skills. I've been in education for over 20 years. And having said that, it's been my pleasure over a number of years to help train trainers, help train facilitators, and help them understand those things that many educators went to school for, because many of us who have been in education, we've had that formal training. But then there are those who have knowledge, they have thought leadership, but they want to use that best skill, but don't always know how to present it. And so I would say that we are here to take the guesswork out of their process.
Right.
Basically, help people see the end and then help them get there.
Tori, you have anything to add? Yes.
Well, I'll add this, that any business that fails to adapt runs the risk of getting left behind. And like I said, online education is, at this point, it really is no longer optional. It's certainly not obsolete. It is very much so live and in charge. Online education is necessary to compete, because all of your competitors, they are tapping in and they're leveraging it and they're cultivating communities around their thought leadership brands. And it's also necessary to boost your long-term profitability. It's a great way to create another revenue stream, especially, during uncertain times. I mean, we never know when another pandemic might hit or another economic collapse will hit. There's so much turmoil going on in the world today. You never know. So why not look at all the many ways in which you can monetize those things that you know? I mean, this is just information that you have stored in your head that you can be making recurring income from. Why not? And one of the unique things about online education in particular is that I consider it to be what I call a trust marketing tool. Online education instantly positions you as an authority, as an expert. And when people regard you as an authority and as an expert, they develop trust in what it is that you say and what it is that you recommend. And that trust makes them more inclined to engage with your products and services. And they won't just engage with it one time, but they will do so repeatedly. So it's more than just even, being able to create content that reaches the masses It then becomes about how do you get one person to buy from you 100 times. And you're able to do that when you create trust, which is what online education allows you to do. So it's like, why leave any money on the table?
Right.
Let us monetize the things we know and get this $350 billion pie that's out here to take, and anybody can take it. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Everybody is getting a piece of it. Why not you? That's how I see it.
Perfect. Because now what you're doing is saying, okay, I'm refusing to receive this money. I'm refusing to tap into this market. I'm refusing because either out of fear, out of me not knowing. But now you're going to explain to us how they can get into this. I've heard you mention that online education is the greatest equalizer of the 21st century. Mm-hmm. So please explain to me what that means and why that's important.
Well, I absolutely believe that online education is the greatest equalizer. And the reason why I say that for 6 reasons. One of which is global reach. You are now able to take what you know and share that information with anyone in the world, right? You now have companies in Mumbai, that are putting out online educational content, and they're monetizing what they know with students in New York, in Chicago, where you are, Coffee, in Atlanta, where I am. They are all the way in Mumbai. Okay, so there's no geographical barrier that exists when you decide to tap into online education for yourself. The second reason why I say it's the greatest equalizer is that it levels the playing field. You don't have to be a well-established business to benefit and profit from online education. You don't need to have been in business for any long period of time. You got startups that are coming into the game already creating online education, because they actually use that as their primary sales strategy, to develop their businesses. So it completely levels the playing field. The third reason is convenience, right? As a business, you can create online education content at any time and at your own pace. There's no particular structure in how that gets done. And then on the flip side, your students can access your content anywhere. They no longer have to, buy a plane ticket to come take your class someplace. They don't have to book a hotel. They don't have to incur any incidentals. Mm-hmm. They can take advantage of it from their office, from their living rooms to their bedrooms, So the convenience that it offers also makes it an equalizer. The fourth reason I said earlier, it makes you an authority. It makes you an expert, right? Anybody can be an expert. That same company in Mumbai, if I took their course, I look at them as an expert. Doesn't matter where they reside, and if they continue to put out more content, and I will continue to purchase it so long as I'm getting value out of it. So it doesn't matter. The fifth reason is that it creates recurring income streams. You can create recurring revenue streams from your course fees, from subscription-based programs that you create, any additional resources that you can come up with. If you're selling products to correspond or correlate with your online courses, you can put people on auto ship. So the recurring income streams are limitless. And again, accessible from anybody in the world. So there's no limits to this. And then I would say the last reason why I consider it the greatest equalizer is that online education uniquely positions you to create a community around your thought leadership brand, right? So when people become a part of your community, they're like your fans, right? They believe in just about any and everything that you put out, so they will continuously buy from you on repeat. And not only will they buy from you on repeat when they become a part of your community, but they will also become your greatest word of mouth ambassador. So anybody who they come across who they feel you can help, they will be the ones to tell them to take your class or to buy your products or to sign up for your mentorship or membership program. So, and that's the end goal. That's really how we should look at online education. It's not just about creating a course and throwing it out there and seeing what happens, but it's about being very intentional to see how you can go from creating one course to creating a community. And that's the beautiful thing that you can accomplish through online courses. And anybody can take advantage of it. It's the greatest equalizer.
So if you have any questions off the top of your head about creating online courses that you just, you just got the idea of, please post a comment. It's also a link in the description of the video to show, so you can join or ask questions about the class or join the class or take the class in order to learn more about creating your online courses and to tap into this $50 billion industry. Jasmine, how do you feel? Well, Dr. Jasmine, how do you feel about what Miss Tori just said?
It's all of it's relevant. But I think so often people are not stepping into industry, especially business owners, because sometimes we don't always, and I'm a business owner myself, we don't always pivot when the market tells us to. And so just like many years ago, YouTube came out, and then people started to monetize YouTube. They started to use that platform. And then some of us didn't jump on YouTube, and now we're trying to play catch up. And now that online course and online education is one of the greatest waves of folks, which is becoming the greatest equalizer, right? For content, as Tori says, many of us, I don't want us to miss it. Okay, put it in the chat, y'all. Lord, don't let me miss it. Don't miss this opportunity to jump in and ride this wave. And we're not saying that you should jump from place to place, but what we are saying, if something has been proven to be sustainable and that people are leveraging other opportunities in this virtual realm that we live in, it is no telling. We're not going to go back. We're not going to go back to a lot of in-person trainings as we did before the pandemic.
Right.
Many colleagues I've had, they've been in trainings online throughout the pandemic. There are going to be in-person events, but virtual learning is the future and beyond. So why not tap into it now? And our goal and our opportunity that we want to serve you with is merely to help you make sense of it all, right? Not only to help you work through the process, but also help you launch something that will be viable, launch something that will add value to your existing business, and help you build the community, help you offer the type of thought leadership that's going to add value to the world, but also level up and bring revenue into your business. Who wouldn't like that?
I don't know, but a lot of people would. I will always like a little extra money. I mean, everybody speaks about 7 streams of income is always the magic number, or I need to gain more streams of income. And then they're online telling you what you need to know about what they're doing. They're the expert. They're the CEO. They're the owner. They're the master of what they do. Nobody can do it better, but they will not create an online course. Why do you feel like most business owners or entrepreneurs are afraid to share the gems that keep their business running?
I think one of the major ways is time, right? The lack of the formula. We're here to provide the formula to help you get there. Okay. We're going to help you from start to finish, help you make sense of the content, help you make sense of your thought leadership, help you make sense of the vision you have, because we want those that we work with to think of as a program, not just that one course, but we want to help you think through what your program would look like, a whole curriculum of courses that people will continue to come back to you as that thought leader, as that expert, resident expert on that given topic. So it doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent. It doesn't matter if you're a hairstylist, a baker, a florist, okay? We are here to help you unpack your thought leadership, right? And then say, this seems like a course that folks would take, because no one knows your audience. No one knows who's following you. No one knows who's buying from you other than you. So if you look and analyze your target audience in ways that you evaluate the types of questions that people are asking you, if you look at the types of information that people are seeking out from you, if there's a regular, constant question or idea or topic that people are continuously coming to you about, why not think about how you can put that response into a course? So rather than them emailing you or calling you or blowing up your email in ways that keep you responsive and keep your assistance on the go, why not put that in the course and say, here's the link to all your answers? Yes. Because you teach people how to treat you. Hello. And so if you're an entrepreneur and you are not always providing those fact sheets, digital downloads, and or courses or masterminds or classes that help people get the information they need from you, I don't know what to say. I want you to leverage the opportunity to go from entrepreneur to edupreneur.
There you go.
Okay, Miss Tori.
Indeed.
I mean, she said it with an explanation point at the end. So what do you think the biggest hurdle is? I mean, of course, sometimes you can't articulate what you do. You just are master of it. You can't teach another person how to do it. But to not get into that industry and lose out on that stream of income just because you are lacking the knowledge seems absurd. So with this class and with this coursework, it's basically training them. Am I saying train? I don't want to say train if I'm not using the right word, but training them to be able to supply this information to other people. So what do you think the biggest hurdle is that Jasmine may not have touched on?
Well, I think there's a multitude of reasons that will hold people back from taking action. A lot of it is some people just are not just kind of unaware. A lot of folks just don't even know that this is a $350 billion industry that they have access to and they've been sleeping on. A lot of people don't even know that, right? So, there's that. But for those that maybe do know, that haven't been kind of, living under a rock, they see online courses all the time. But they haven't taken the action to explore how they can tap in. I think one of the reasons is that they don't have a plan. So they don't have any clear direction or path of how to set themselves up for success.
Okay.
And a plan, as the saying goes, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, right? So I would say for anyone who hasn't taken action as of yet, but absolutely knows that they know a thing or two that they can actually provide a lot of value on and monetize, I would say you need to first create an online course business plan before you start coming up with any catchy titles, before you start laying out the website for the course, before you start buying any Facebook ads. Make sure you have a plan. And the reason why you really need to have a plan is that you want to clearly see how you can take this one course and turn it into a community. And the only way you can see a clear path from point A to point Z is through this plan. Right? So, when you create your plan, you want to be very clear on who your target audience is. What are the issues? What are the pain points? As Dr. Jasmine said, you get bombarded with people asking you questions all the time. How can you turn your answers to those questions into a course and feed it right back to those people and tell them, hey, I got a whole course on this. Here's all the information. Here's the details. Here is how this course is going to change your life or change your business, but you need to be clear on what those issues are, right? And be able to demonstrate how your course provides a solution. Once you figure that out, then you need to create what we recommend is high quality content. You don't want to just throw something that was done very haphazardly, right? You want to make sure you are creating a dynamic learning experience. Again, we want to create a community. No one is going to join your tribe if you're not demonstrating value and putting out quality, right? So you may want to think about, maybe you do live demos or tutorials, depending on what it is that you're trying to teach, or maybe you have really compelling befores and afters that you can show people to really kind of blow their mind about what you're trying to convey. You may even incorporate the thought leadership of other experts. It doesn't just have to be your mind that you monetize. Right. Monetize other people's minds through your online course, right? And become just a facilitator or a moderator. The fact that you have access to those people still gives you credibility without you even having to put in a lot of the work per se. However way you decide to approach it, you just want to make sure it's quality. You want to make sure when people take your course, they are fired up. They are ready to go. They are ready to put to practice what they've learned. and they are inclined to tell other people about your course who they feel that it can actually help, right? You want to make sure your marketing is on point. You want to make sure you go and market your course in the places where your target audience resides. Your target audience may not be on TikTok, and it's okay. You don't have to spend your time there. Your target audience might be on LinkedIn, right? Your target audience may not even be on your social platform. Your target audience might be on the platform of one of your peers, one of your mentors. They might be willing to put you on because they know the value that you bring, but they have the audience where credibility is already established and the trust is already there. So when they put you on to their group, you get instant credibility because their people trust who they introduce them to, right? So what are the different channels? What are the different avenues that you can put your course in front of to get people to sign up? And then lastly, you want to build the tribe. What's the strategy to build that tribe, build that community? How do you create continuous content? How do you continuously nurture, empower, inspire, equip them forever long? Are you putting out articles on a regular basis? Are you putting out a podcast that keeps them engaged? Are you creating a membership program that keeps them engaged? What are you doing to nurture this community that you've established through this one course? So when you have a plan that kind of maps out the journey as such, that's when you are setting yourself up for ultimate success. And that's how you get a piece of that $350 billion pie that we're talking about.
I mean, she only got to tell me one time, 350
in case people need to be reminded, we will say it again.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
For the people in the back, yes. But the plan is key. And a lot of folks, if you don't really have a clear vision, it's hard to really get behind something wholeheartedly, right? So, you become lackadaisical. You may start it and never finish it. It's hard to commit to it. But when you put that plan in place, you take the time to put the plan in place, which is what you will learn when through some of the resources that we're recommending. Then you're excited. You're ready to get this thing. You're ready to get it loaded up and out there. You are ready to do what you need to do to get your time back. So indeed, you got to plan. You got to plan to win.
And even taking the class isn't telling you need to start your classes tomorrow. It's telling you be prepared so you know what steps you need to take in order to say, hey, this sounds something I want to do. This sounds like something I want to do with my future. Let me have the tools now. Let me see how far away I am from my goal. Let me make sure that this company next to me that I'm competing with on social media, why I'm not having a class, they don't have a class. I should start my class now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And let me get prepared. Let me get my team together. Tell them how this course or how that $350 billion is gonna manifest in these 2 years and how everyone is able to get a piece of this type of pie. Like, how do we know that this is something that is worth it? It's something we should take our time to do?
Well, the first thing is we prepared an online course program, which is our Mastery Monetized 5-day build a course bootcamp, right? So we are going to walk you through the process of developing your course concept, and again, like I said, the purpose of it all is to make this as easy as possible for those that sign up for the boot camp. You don't have to worry, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to teach. We'll help you figure that out, and then, from helping you to figure out the course, then, the goal is to help you structure it in a way that it becomes very teachable, right? Then we help you sprinkle in a mix of dynamic content to make your course interesting and engaging so people actually learn from it. And then we talk about how do you launch the course when you're ready to launch the course. course. Like you said, they're not coming out of a 5 days with a complete ready to go course, but they will come out of it with a course concept that they can take to the bank when they're ready to do so. And that's, that's the starting point. So, we're taking the baby steps to kind of get into it. Of course, there are other resources that we also provide to take you all the way to the actual launch. But, the starting point is to at least get that course concept fully developed and structured so that you can take it to the bank. So that's something that we developed. Our bootcamp training, it will start July 10th through July 14th. Class starts at noon. It's a lunchtime class. You come with your lunch bag, ready to go, lunch bag and your notebook, right? And it's about an hour and a half, 90-minute training per day that we will walk you through to get your course, underway. I'll let Dr. Jasmine kind of break down what that training looks like on her end.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks so much, Tori. As Tori said, I want to reiterate, you don't have to know what you want to teach now or what you want your program to look like. This course is meant to help you unpack and develop or start to think about your vision, mission, and values around your online education program. So it truly is a boot camp. You are coming to learn. If you think about military boot camp, you don't go into boot camp knowing everything you need to learn. You come with eager expectation, willing to open your mind up to something new. And so as a result, if you are an expert in a number of things, the day one will involve just talking about your vision, your mission, your values, and your value proposition. Because at the end of the day, as an educator, as you build community, you need to be offering the type of value that keep people plugged into your community, keep people joined in lockstep with what your vision is for your tribe. And so then on day two, we will delve right into what it looks like to build out those worksheets, what it looks like to build out that lesson, what it looks like to look at that data, use data to help you figure out, to track and monitor who is actually completing your course. And then on day three, we'll jump right into that old school lesson planning to help you build out your first course for your major program. And so I'm so excited to be able to share with you from beginning to end what it may look like to develop your training in ways that leave you ready after our 5-day boot camp to launch your program.
So then I come in day 4 and day 5. And on day 4, I will talk about dynamic learning experiences. How, once Dr. Jasmine walks you through developing your course concept and your course structure and your lesson plans and your worksheets, I take it to another level, right? And I go into detail on how to create these dynamic learning experiences. I'm going to share all types of tools and tricks of the trade that you can incorporate to make it very easy for you to integrate these types of learning experiences within your course. And then on day 5, I will walk you through a 90-day launch plan. Okay, so we're going to talk about what it is that you do 90 days out just to begin to build your lead list, right? If you don't already have a lead list of your target learners for your course, there's certain things that you'll need to do to begin to do that. And the time frame in which that needs to happen is about 90 days out. So we'll talk about what that strategy looks like. I'll then go into what the 60-day out plan looks like, with really kind of solidifying and developing all of your course materials and all your marketing materials. 30 days out is when we really get that marketing plan in full swing and fully loaded up. Then we go into 14 days, and then we go into your launch week, kind of what that looks like. This framework that I will walk through in detail, this is one that you can apply not just to the course that you'll develop through the boot camp, but to every course thereafter. This will be an invaluable tool that you'll be able to incorporate with every course that you produce thereafter. Again, taking all the guesswork out of how to set yourself up to launch. I give you blow by blow. It's just check, 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 and you're ready to launch your online course. So that is what we will be presenting through this 5-day bootcamp training starting on July 10th.
So on July 10th, before July 10th, there's a link in the bottom. Everyone that's viewing my page that is a friend of Coffee's can click the link below. That is in the caption. And then you can sign up for this class. Is it 5 days? 5 days.
It's a 5-day boot camp, 5-day
5 day
boot
boot camp in order for you to create your own online course. So you're a master at something. You are looking for another stream of income. And instead of you just sitting around saying, I have all this information of what I know how to do and I haven't shared it, you can create a class and then you can get a piece of this $350 million pie.
billion dollar pie.
$1 million pie. Yes.
Billion.
So you want to make sure if you are interested or you have another question about it for Dr. Jasmine or Tori, please leave your question in the comments. They will answer it. We will be on here just a few more minutes. We want to kind of get you any information you need in order to answer these questions. We do have a deadline for this. So prepare yourself. Hold on to your seats. The early bird discounts and bonuses expire June 26th. So if you want to sign up for a class and you're looking to get this information from Dr. Jasmine and Tori, you need to sign up before June 26th. Again, in the description of this video, you will find a link in order for you to sign up. Please click that link, see what they have to offer. Again, share your gems. Instead of you saying, no one shares information with me, I don't know what I should do next, I don't know how to move to the next level. Well, this is your next level. If you have been working on your craft for a very long time and you're like, okay, now I'm ready to share this information. I am an expert. I am the top game. I am who you need to get this information from. You need to reach out. And like I said, comment if you have any questions while we're on here. Tell us more about the signing up for this class, Tori.
Yeah. So again, the link is I believe it's in the profile area. I've also plopped the link in the chat on YouTube. So just click on that link. You'll see all the information. As Coffee mentioned, we got some early bird perks. So if you register for the boot camp within the next 72 hours by the 26th, then you'll get $200 off the boot camp price. So can we appreciate a good discount? So and this is for all of Coffee's people. Coffee said you got to hook my people up, so we came with the ultimate hookup for y'all. But I got to jump on this hookup now.
Asking what ideas do I have for another stream of income? This is an idea. You say you know what you're talking about. You're an expert marketer, stylist, real estate agent. How about an online course? You don't have to give everything away, but in these classes, they will let you know how you should set up your program, how to get this business plan together. So make sure you share, comment this video in case you have friends, family that are in need of this or need another stream of income. Yes. So you can't say, I didn't know. You know. Yes. And they said in 2 years, it is going to be a $350 billion industry. So, I mean, like Jasmine said earlier, you can run behind when they were monetizing on YouTube, even when they were monetizing on Instagram Reels. But to run behind on these online courses and not sure of what would be the next pivot, that's just ridiculous. Go ahead, Jasmine.
Oh, I was just going to say, online courses, we can also think about it as a way to sell. But also, if you're a business owner and you need courses for your employees, right? Development courses for your employees, that's going to make transitioning or onboarding your employees a lot better. You can think about it in that way. If you have clients that you serve and they jump into your coaching or your consulting or your therapeutic services, you can develop courses that support clients as part of your coaching. So, there are so many ways to think about this. You can think about it from the internal perspective, but also from the sales perspective, and also from, the internal and sales perspective. There are so many ways to leverage the learning management platforms to help you not only help with organizing your business and taking some of the administrative work out of there, but also upskilling employees as well as generating revenue.
So I know we can't give away what these classes have to hold. It's a 5-day class. I mean, they have to start each day at noon. It's going to be kind of tedious. They need to learn things. But tell us one thing that they're going to take away from these classes.
My promise and value add to each of the persons who sign up and actively participate is that I will do my very best to ensure that they walk away with a course idea that they can then leverage upon leaving. This is a live training. Tori and I's time is very valuable, and the value that you're getting for this 1 hour, 1 hour or 90-minute session is way more than what the cost of our boot camp is. We will be there to answer your questions, to help you make sense of all the information, all of your ideas, in ways that you leave with at least that idea. And then from there, my commitment is to ensure that you know how to begin to plan proper preparation, that you have the resources, tips, tools, and strategies to help you plan and begin to develop your course content in preparation for launch activities.
Okay.
Yes.
You have anything to add, Tori?
I would echo that and say our ultimate goal is that you walk away from this 5-day training with the course concept fully developed and ready to go and take to the bank. So that is our ultimate goal for everyone who is tuning in. And we are excited to share everything that you need to know to hit the ground running. It's like, again, we're going to try to make this as easy for you. We're going to hold your hand every step of the way. We're going to answer all your questions, and make this a really profound learning experience so that you really come out of this with a course that you're excited about, not something that you're apprehensive about, unsure about, but you're fired up and you're ready to get this thing launched. That's our goal for everyone who comes through this program.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm so excited that you ladies joined me today. Again, this is a course that is led and taught by Dr. Jasmine and Miss Tori Allen. So you don't have to worry about me saying anything about these classes. But I will be reposting this video as well as information. So if you have questions that you did not get answered, please still leave a comment. We will get those answers over to you. But remember, you only have 3 days, not even 3 days, 2 days to really sign up for this class and get the coffee discount, basically the discount, and sign up by clicking the link below this in the description of the video. I will repost again later and just give you another tidbits about what's going on in the next 3 days. So like I said, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out within that time. Did you have anything you want to close out with, Miss Tori?
Well, just want to thank you, Coffee, for allowing us, to share this information, on your platform with your audience. Again, I'll just remind you, any business that fails to adapt runs the risk of getting left behind. So let that not be you. It doesn't have to be you. We are here to make sure that does not happen. So I look forward to everyone who signs up. I look forward to us, meeting you on the other side. And yeah, happy Friday.
Right. It is Friday, right?
It's Friday.
Did you have anything to add, Dr. Jasmine?
No, I just want to echo. I look forward to all of those will meet on July the 10th. You don't want to miss this opportunity. The value and insights and bonuses that we're offering are going to be invaluable to you. And if you come prepared, you have now until July the 10th to begin to prepare and think about. So if you come with some concepts on July 10th, you can get a lot of your questions answered. And by the end of that 5 days, if you are fully committed and engaged to the process, you can launch, I would say, in 90 days or less.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Okay. A round of applause, ladies. I'm sure people will sign up and hopefully they get a chance to get this live course. So they're not giving you an online course that's recording. They're live speaking to you, answering your questions for those 5 days, starting July 10th. But the discount only is until June 26th. So if you want to receive the discount, you need to sign up by Monday. If you have any questions or you think like, okay, I might need another day, please reach out, leave a comment. But the discount does end on Monday, June 26th. Thanks, ladies. I know you taking time out of your schedule to join me and my audience, so I appreciate that. That is an online course within itself. So you guys be well. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys follow Dr. Jasmine Leigh-Morse on social media, as well as Brainchild Associates and Tori Allen. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.